kind of a little bit on the, you know, being the female in the industry type of thing. Growing up, my mum was a musician and she was a piano player and singer in bands, and I thought it was pretty cool growing up side stage and hanging out with mum and dad and going to gigs all the time. And I had a pretty, you know, interesting childhood between the market garden and the gigs at night. It was one of those, it was a really weird world. But I turned 19 and joined a blues rock band, and I was singing in one of those city pubs in Perth. One of those ones where your feet stuck to the carpet and you went home smelling of cigarettes and bourbon even though you didn't have a cigarette or a drink all night. And here I was, 19, in my little dress and my long hair and singing blues and rock. And at the end of the night, a promoter came up to me and said, "I think you're great. Come back to my office, I've got some advice for you." I may have been 19, but my mum taught me well. And said, "I can't come back to your office, but tell me now one thing I should do to improve my career." And he told me I should wear shorter skirts. Quality man he was. I picked him right there and then.
Sage advice. The McClimats are playing here on Friday night.
Yes. I had that advice from a couple of different promoters, and I won't tell you what one of them's worth these days, but let's not worry about that. But I was 19, angsty, strong-willed, you know, can you imagine that? No. Drove home that night. It was an hour's drive for me, back in my old Ford XD, Falcon, driving home. And I wrote a song. It was a very angsty, angry song. And when I was finding songs for Lucy's Daughter, that's on the album, I found these lyrics. And I sat down with Roger Corbett, who produced the album, and he said, "I like the idea, but I think we should change some of the words." I went, okay. So we made it family friendly. We made it about all sorts of advice given to me throughout my life. And it is a story of, all these stories are true, to be taken as a bit of fun, nothing serious. It's called Be a Star and You're All Stars.